What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are reacting to the Tate brothers, Andrew and Tristan. I believe they reacted or had a conversation about what happened with the XQC situation yesterday.
I think everyone had a big conversation about that.
Yeah, our comment section was like crazy over it. So I think there was a lot to discuss, and I'm looking forward to see, what their thoughts are on it after, because Andrew kind of left the chat at the end. He had enough of listening to this bullshit.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see.
To be fair, I had enough of it as well. I was just like, can I just take my headphones off already?
Literally, if we could do that. So guys, before we go into the reaction, today's video is sponsored by WeCept. WeCept is actually a platform that you can go on to view YouTube videos through and actually create your own reactions to as well. So you can react to any video you want. And the best thing about it is you can create a party with your friends and you could all watch the video and react at the same time. So I highly recommend you check it out, guys. WeCept's link is in the description below.
And our videos will be up there as well. So feel free to grab all your friends, get some popcorn, whatever you want, and react to our reactions as well.
That's it, guys. But yeah, let's get into the video.
To Twitch, because we are live on Twitch right now, probably with 0 viewers. But I watched your Twitch stream, Andrew, and I came out of it when I saw you afterwards, and I said, Andrew, you need to be on Twitch because you need to help these people. I think the people who you're actually talking to, Aiden Ross is pretty base, and I think he sees the light, and he needs some coaching. I'm happy to hang out with the guy. A few of the other people you were talking to, I think they're beyond fixing. But the fact that they command audiences of hundreds of thousands of young men who idolize them and wish to be like them, I feel like you need to be on Twitch, because I feel like this audience of lost young men who are going to grow up with bad, poisonous ideas need a voice like yours.
So what's your thoughts on that? So you're saying like he recommends Andrew go on Twitch because he feels like a lot of the younger generation are listening to these guys.
Let's be honest, XQC, is that his name?
Yeah.
XQC. He's just on there playing his game. He's not giving people any life advice or anything. So
No, but he does.
Does he?
He does. Just because he's not just you don't just see a great game. He's streaming, so his webcam is on. He's talking about life things. Like, it's not just him gaming in silence. He's talking to his viewers. He's engaging his viewers. He's getting a message across. And apparently he's from the comment section yesterday, apparently he's very vocal. And that video that you saw yesterday, that's his normal character. That's how he is. That wasn't him clashing with Andrew and he's acting like that because he's annoyed. Apparently that's how his Twitch streams are. He's very vocal about many things and he's influencing this huge audience. But a lot of Twitch viewers are the younger audience, shall we say. So they look up to him. He's a 26-year-old man, and that's the message he's portraying to these kids. What Tristan is saying, I 100% agree with
I
this.
agree with him as well.
You need to
I personally wouldn't want my son idolizing XQC.
And that's what's happening.
Yeah.
That's literally what's happening with millions.
I personally wouldn't.
Not one kid, millions of
kids.
So this is the problem, but let's listen.
Maybe a voice like mine, that older brother kind of voiced it, to talk to them and to tell them about how the world really works. So I don't remember the guy's name. Apparently he's super famous, but I watched this podcast, and am I right? This guy was saying, in hypothetical scenarios, you and your girl are upstairs in your house, someone breaks in, who goes downstairs to confront the burglars? He started coming up with hypotheticals that his girl was a super soldier and might be a better shot than him, and they negotiate who goes downstairs to confront the people who broke into the house. And like, Andrew, was that guy an actor? Was he an actor? Was he trolling you?
It's so funny you said that, because I literally posted this in our community page and I literally titled it, is XQC serious or is this a troll? Like, I in my head, like, I'm so baffled at this mindset. I didn't know this existed.
I think the way he was being so passionate about his defense, I think he was being serious.
It was so bad that I thought he was trolling. But he wasn't. He was genuine. He was but that's worrying because it shows
and he
there's
was
more
getting
people
pissed
like
off
that.
with Andrew Tate as well.
There's more people like it's worrying. It's concerning. Like it was a bit of a wake up call to think, fuck. I hope the new generation, my kids, don't think like this, because that's the path it's going down.
Tell me, you spoke to the guy. I watched it. I thought he was making fun first. No, I'm gonna survive. And let your woman die? Because I obviously have never broken into anyone's house, but if you understand what a house break-in is, they're breaking in to steal shit. If they're downstairs, they're coming upstairs, because that's where the good shit is. There is no hiding and negotiating with your woman. someone is going to have to confront the burglars, and that person is going to be me in 100% of scenarios. Me with a woman, 100% of scenarios, I'm going down to confront the burglars. Now, this guy, I think he was trolling you, and he must have been making it up.
No, Twitch is important for me because there's a lot of people on Twitch who need my help. I'm sent from another dimension. I call myself Morpheus, saying I'm hacking the Matrix, but you can say it's the CERN wormhole, wherever you want to call it.
It is the wormhole.
I'm from another dimension, and I'm here to help the young men of the world.
Good.
It's amazing to me that young men will sit on Twitch and play video games all day long and spend all of their time trying to amass virtual currency so that they can spend that virtual currency becoming as big, strong, rich, important as possible. But in the real world...
video games.
In video games. But in the real world, they don't do the exact same thing. You're supposed...
I agree. I definitely agree. Because, for example, XQC, he must have made so much money.
Millions.
He must have made so much money. But in the reality, he just... Everyone saw how he is.
Yeah, that's his reality.
Yeah.
He's lacking life experiences.
Yeah.
And he's 26. He's not 18.
He has no communication skills. He clearly has no social skills. He doesn't know how to speak to people. He has no manners.
No manners,
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's mind-boggling. And it's like, he's a grown man.
It's because he just sits at home all day. There's nothing wrong with playing games. Please don't feel
I play
offended.
games.
Yeah.
There's nothing like...
And he plays games and he's fine.
But
Yeah.
it's getting the balance of...
Yeah.
You could be a gamer. Don't be so naive that you think the world is working in a way that is complete opposite of to how it really is. Like, it's honestly concerning. And I can relate a lot to Tristan in this case, in the sense that I was so baffled at this mindset. I thought he's got to be trolling. This can't be real. Like, this is madness. Like, it's that bad.
To amass currency, and you're supposed to use your time cleverly to upgrade your character.
IRL.
Life is a video game. You don't need the games in and of themselves. And I have nothing against the guys I've been twitching with, but you're right. There's a very, very strange worldview where a man has no fundamental duty and no innate responsibility to defend a female who he loves in the event of a house break-in. Once you stand there and say, well, she might be a better shot to me, that is the biggest biggest cop-out BS.
Well, his girlfriend is not a police officer. She's a Twitch streamer. His girlfriend is not an army super soldier. She's a Twitch streamer. I Googled who his girlfriend was.
Yeah.
So why was he saying this?
And that's the point. So it's actually a very dangerous worldview where men have no duty and no responsibility, because the only thing that keeps the only thing that keeps the world functioning is when men have duty and responsibility to doing the hard things they're not supposed to do because they are men in and of itself. That's the reason it's women and children first on the lifeboat. The problem with the world today is that not enough men feel this duty, and this is a person with a huge influence, a huge channel, trying to broadcast and convince the world that you have no innate responsibility as a man, and I disagree with that. Also, we were disagreeing on the fact about women and how women should act in respect. He was saying that I was fearful for my girl to go to a club. It's not about that. It's not about fear. It's about respect. And you, who was recently highlighted in the super chat we got earlier on, that his chick is dancing on some other dude.
Yeah, in fact, that's...
We got a lot.
She twerking up on that.
Yeah, I didn't even know about this.
I didn't know
But you
either.
guys in the comment section were saying his girl's twerking on all his friends, in and out of clubbing. Like,
That's how my guy said that girl can go.
yeah, it's madness. Like, someone also commented in the section, you know, how would you feel if your daughter brings home a guy like that? As parents, we wouldn't even know he's like that. You know, we wouldn't have seen that stream. You know, we'll go
Yeah, you
based on
wouldn't.
his mannerisms.
Yeah,
Is he a
true.
nice guy?
Yeah.
Does he seem genuine? But then he could be like that. Where
But then again, if it's a case where, for example, a lot of you guys mentioned that when he's actually twitching and streaming, he actually speaks like that. Then obviously,
does.
in that case, if he's introduced to the parents, he'll be like that, no?
Well, he could put on an act in front of the parents and behind closed doors. You think your daughter's safe and in good hands. Burglars come in the house and he's leaving your daughter to get manhandled, should we say.
Why?
It's bad.
Is
That's bad.
Is that respectful?
Well, I feel like he has to. Now I understand why he was defending this ridiculous behavior so fervently, because, I mean, but this is fine.
I mean, we don't know the context. We don't know if they're still if they're together.
Andrew, I am your best friend. If your girl tried to dance with me like that, I'd push her the fuck over.
Yeah, no, we would never be with the girls.
Obviously.
But my point is, like, maybe they weren't together. Maybe this is an old.
Nah, I can't. I've not even seen this video. These are they. Andrew and Tristan went there. They just pulled out the video and said, "Boy, it's true. Like, if your girl even thinks to be like that, you shouldn't be with that girl. Like, you should not be in
It's
a
like
relationship.
that. She has a respect for you as well.
No respect for the guy, and
She
no
sees
respect
you
for
as
her. No respect for herself.
Yeah, she sees you as a bitch boy.
And-
She's like, yeah, I'm gonna wind up all on his friend.
And the friend is enjoying it. He's like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? What kind of friend is
He
that?
don't care about you either.
Yeah, so your friends are fucked, and your girl's fucked, and you're in the middle of it all, and you got millions in the bank, and you're living this fucking twisted life.
That's probably why he was so defensive about the whole survival thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's just him and, you know.
That's what he's got to protect.
Yeah.
The girl that's twerking on his fucking
He's
friends.
not protecting her, he's chucking her to the bear, from what we heard.
Honestly, they're just as fucked as each other. They probably deserve each other from the sounds of it.
Let's keep fair.
I don't know.
We don't know because we just found out. We're being fair. But I don't think that's a respectful way for a girlfriend to act if she was with him. And the point we're making is the point I was trying to make at the time is about respect. It's not just about. He tried to say it was about fear. It's nothing to do with fear. It's about respect, setting boundaries as a man, and being respected. I come along and I try and teach men to level themselves up, be confident, be strong, understand the true reality of the world, make sure that you have imperatives which suit your narrative, make sure you have parameters which prevent you from being disrespected and ending up being sad and lonely like most men do. He comes along and tries to argue against all of my points. And every single point he argued against, I guarantee you, if anyone here is curious or doesn't believe me, if you would agree with his worldview above mine, you will end up fucking miserable. The dude is a Twitch streamer. He makes a bunch of money with no actual, he doesn't need any physicality. He doesn't need any formidability. Yep. He doesn't need anything. Great. He's in a very fortunate situation. For most men out here, you need to be able to go through some
Bit of a random point. So he's 26. He's got millions in the bank, obviously. He's meant to be number one on Twitch. So he's basically like the, PewDiePie of Twitch from the sounds of it. He's got no driver's license at 26, which is, all right, not everyone's got a driver's license.
Yeah,
it is what it is. But he's got a McLaren. His girlfriend drives him around. Because obviously he got no license. So he's got millions in the bank. He's got all the time in the world. Because YouTube and Twitch, yeah, you put time into it. But let's be honest, if you want to do your driving lessons, you could pause that. Like, if you're making millions, it's residual income that's always coming in monthly anyway. And you could do a driving lesson twice a week, 1 hour. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing. Like, he could get his license if he really wanted to. So he's got millions in the bank. He's got a McLaren. He's got no sense to go get his license or kind of go achieve something for himself and learn to drive or whatever it is. He'd just rather his girl driving around because he's just...
shit to become something.
Bro, just go downstairs. Well, but if you're watching XQC, just go downstairs, bro. Your house got broken into. You're the man. Just go downstairs. Your girl is not a super soldier. We just saw her dancing there. She's clearly not T.I. Jane. Yeah. Go downstairs and try to save your household and try to save your woman.
And I think that Twitch is like an untapped resource. I feel like I can really help men by being on Twitch. That's why I do these Twitches, and I hope that when I do them, I sit there and I talk to men and I explain, look, you're wasting all your time leveling up a video game instead of leveling up yourself. Look, these people you idolize on Twitch may be very good at video games, but their worldview is not going to translate well into the real world. They're very, very fortunate. They've effectively won the lottery. And if you're going to go through life thinking, I don't need to be strong, and I don't...
That's a good way of looking at it. He compared it to like winning the lottery. Like, lottery winners, they'll win like, let's say 60 million, but they don't know how to adapt their life to that 60 million. It's the same kind of thing. They're making so much money, but they've not leveled up themselves to handle that money. Like, that's why a lot of lottery winners go broke or they end up depressed or killing themselves, some of them as well. Because even people that, blow up from music overnight, people that make that one rap song that blows and they make like 6 mil out of it, their lifestyle is, they've not worked.
It's fast paced.
It changed overnight and they're only, 19, 20 years old, let's say. It changed overnight. Imagine I transferred you 30 mil in your bank account tomorrow. You'll be like, ooh. And you're a lot more mature and I'm sure you can manage it better. But even that will be overwhelming. You won't really know
you wouldn't know what to do with it.
It's true. Barely any. Imagine a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Protect a woman. She can go downstairs and you're going to live a good life. Without Twitch fame and Twitch money, you are fucked. As a man, you need to become hard to kill. And you need to become the kind of person who can deal with trauma, setbacks. You need to be the kind of person who is competent in all realms. You're not going to do that following the advice that these men give. That's why I appear from another fucking dimension to save all of you. Top G, like a superhero.
Top G.
When I was doing the Twitch streams, I was amazed. I was really amazed at the worldviews these men have. And if they weren't Twitch streamers, they would perpetually fail because you cannot be a successful man with their worldview.
No, you can't. And yeah, and he probably has enough money to hire a bunch of security guards, and he'll never find himself in that situation. But the hundreds of thousands of people watching him, you know, he's living in America, saying, "Whoa, what kind of weird circumstance is that? Someone tries to rape your girl." Oh, what? You mean the country with the highest rape in the first world? Like, what kind of hypothetical
Fucking hell.
situation is that? And you're not going to defend your woman? You're going to run away like a coward? That's never been who we are. That's never been who we are.
So,
I fought to defend you. When people try and start on you, I'll attack.
That's what I was saying. Like, regardless of it being your woman, same way he's saying he's fought for his brother. I'd fight for my brother. I'd fight for my mum. I'd fight for, you know, my sister.
Your loved ones.
Your
Yeah.
loved ones, your
Yeah.
number one family members. I'd fight for even best friends, like close friends I've fought for in the past, let alone your loved one that could be the mother of your children. Like, it's so alien to me.
Surreal.
It's
yeah.
so mad that I thought he was trolling. That's how mad that thought process is.
People. And you're my brother. I can't hang around with people with that mindset. The people you care about are always worth defending. And as a man, you have to do that.
You have to do it. And it's actually quite telling because I'll make
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's
Because
sad.
what the problem is with a man, the problem is being a coward as a man makes you absolutely useless. You can be big and strong, doesn't matter if you're a coward. You can be rich, doesn't matter if you're a coward.
I don't hang around with cowards.
I don't hang around with cowards because cowards have no net benefit in an unfortunate situation. Why would you be friends with a guy when everything's going well? He can party in the club, drink bottles, fuck girls, everything's going well. But the second things go negative, he's going to allow you to die and he's going to run away. Why are you his friend? Fun. And I also made another point on these streams. I think it was on the Dave Portnoy BFF podcast I just did. I made a point. Birds of a feather flock together. The only people who roll with cowards are fucking cowards themselves.
Yeah.
Anyone who's a G rolls with Gs. If you come up on me and my team, we either all die or nobody dies. That's how it works. There's
that's goals,
The
isn't it?
Tate Army.
Tate Army, that's goals right there, I can't lie. But what he's saying is true. Like, you know, you could be the densest guy and, you know, the strongest guy, but if you got no heart to fight, you're gonna lose the fight. No matter how strong you are, no matter how big you are, how rich you are. You know, you don't even need a heart of a lion. I'm not saying you need to be the most courageous man in the world, and you need to be like, as long as you have enough heart to protect those you love and do enough. Even if you're weak and you're going to lose the fight, you're going to get battered, potentially close to
It's just
killed.
the willpower.
To do something, you will be looked at as a hero. Even if you lose and you fail and you know, you're injured, whatever, you'll be looked at as the man because you got that heart. Where a lot of people, that's why they say with boxers, they say you could criticize all you want, and UFC fighters criticize all you want. At the end of the day, it takes a different type of man to step into the ring and fight. You know, these reporters, they'll trash these fighters and say, oh, no, bad performance or whatever. Would they step in the ring? Not in a million years.
Definitely not.
So
none of this shit. None of us are running away. We don't care if we're outnumbered. Don't care if you have weapons and we don't. We all die or nobody dies.
Those seven dudes who I attacked for sitting on the car, there were 7 of them. Like 3 of them froze in fear.
you don't know about that, do you? So they came back from somewhere and they parked their Bugatti somewhere. And there was a random bunch of guys. One of them was leaning on the Bugatti. Bear in mind, it's a £5.5 million car. Leaning on their Bugatti.
Yeah.
Random guys I'd never met. And then one of them taking photos and they're basically stunting like it's their car. There's a CCTV footage of it. It's on the street. Tristan walked straight up to them. Bunch of guys. KO'd one of them in the face. Like, it's on camera. There's footage on it on YouTube. We'll react to it one day if you guys want it. And yeah, they basically, those group of 7, they just scattered. They're all cowards. They got scared. They started apologizing. But he knocked one of them out, and there was literally like 2 or 3 of them and 7 of those guys. And yeah, it just shows heart. Like, and that wasn't even his car. That was his brother's car. It's just morals.
But even in this situation, like you just said, that was Andrew's car and
He
not
done it
Trisha's.
for him.
He done it for his brother.
The love of his brother, and he
Yeah.
stepped up. Comes to show they're not just talking and pretending to be this type of person. They are that type of person. They've done the dirt.
Why are you not helping your boys out when Tristan Tate's punching them in the face? Like, I mean, I know you were in the wrong. Your friends were in the wrong sitting on my car, but like, you're just going to let your friends get sparked? I mean, I was ready to fight everybody.
The dudes and promoting cowardice to the internet is something that's been happening for a long time. It's something he's doing, and I am the antidote. So
Good.
It's not cool.
It's not cool.
And he needs help.
And he's a nice guy, but you know, he has plenty of money. He should come to me and say, look, I have plenty of money. How do I become the man? I have unlimited money, unlimited time. Andrew, help me. I will help him. And he will change as an individual when he wakes up and he's no longer afraid to go downstairs.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying don't have an adrenaline rush. I'm not saying don't be nervous, of course, but pull the strap and go and fucking defend your house. That's the whole point. To be a man and sit there and start having a negotiation with your female about who a better shot is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's not even something you can half entertain. And I think the world knows that. The whole internet knows that. It's fine. But
That's it.
it's amazing that I've had to come from another dimension to point out the very fucking basics of masculinity. It's crazy.
It's insane.
That is the end of the reaction. What was your thoughts on the overall message? Agree, disagree, support, XQC bullshit? What's going on?
I mean, I agree with Andrew Tate in terms of the message that XQC is bringing out to the younger generation is completely wrong. It's actually quite sad as well, actually, because a lot of the younger generation are looking up to XQC and then probably idolizing him.
They are. He's an idol.
He's so great. I want to be just like him.
He's an
blah,
idol.
blah, blah. But really, if you look at XQC, him as a whole, like I said so many times, he has no communication skills. He clearly has no social skills. And, you know, even the type of people he's hanging around is just completely wrong for him. Even his girl does not even have respect for him.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I would not even dare to have the thought in my head to do anything like that with your friends.
Exactly.
That's not normal.
I feel really sorry for the younger audience looking up to that, because at the end of the day, he, like you said, he is an idol.
Yeah, he is.
To millions, not one, not 5 millions. A lot of them will want to be like him, and they will follow his behavior and think this is the right way when it's not. You know, at the same time, as you know, as disgusting his mindset is to me and how alien it is to me, I do feel sorry for him at the same time, that him as a man has to live like that. Like, although he's done it to himself, you know, he's in that situation, I've got some sympathy for him, and you know, I would respect him a lot if he did, you know, put his hand out to Andrew Tate and say, look, you know, I've got all the money in the world, what can I do? Money's not an issue, help me use this money to
Become
change
a better
me
version
and
of myself.
be the best version of myself. Like, what kind of attributes do I need to have? You know, I would respect that, and I would fucking rate that and promote that. You know, it takes a man to step up and know where you're failing and ask someone else for help. That's not a like pussy move. That's, you know, it takes a lot of courage, which is the main topic here, to do that. And yeah, I feel like Andrew Tate, you know, I could say he is the voice that a lot of people need to hear, to kind of go back to being a man and being supportive and protecting the ones you love and having these basic attributes, which should be very normal in the world we live in today. But clearly it's not, and I've lost touch with like what's been happening with the new generation. Obviously, you know, I'm in the 90s, I'm born in the 90s, I just keep up with how I'm living, but it's like worrying to think my kids are really getting stepped into this generation where things have changed so much, and I've not recognized the change until that video was a wake-up call to me that the world has changed.
And the thing is, it's not only XQC. Imagine how many other men are thinking like him as well.
He's just the one that came on camera and we saw. There's millions like him.
He's the only one that's been exposed, should we
Yeah,
say.
there's millions. And there's millions of influencers that feel the same and do the same and influence their millions, and it's the world's literally going in a fucked direction. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching the reaction. Comment, like, and subscribe. If you've got any other recommendations, please comment below. We're doing more Andrew Tate reactions and more other reactions as well if you guys recommend it enough. Any last words?
That's all. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Peace out.
Bye.